It was a calm, quiet night, just like any other. I had gone to bed around midnight after watching a documentary about astronomy. I remember feeling unusually tired that night. Maybe it was the long day at university or the late coffee I shouldn't have had. Everything was peaceful. Until, around 2:15 in the morning, I suddenly woke up to a faint but strange noise. At first, I stayed still in bed, unsure if I had really heard something or if it was just part of a dream. But then the sound came again. It was soft, but definitely real. It didn't sound like something falling. It was more like movement, like footsteps or the creak of wood. It was coming from downstairs. Now, normally, I wouldn't be too concerned. After all, I live in an apartment with my flatmate, Brad. We've been sharing this place for almost a year, and he often stays up late gaming or watching videos. But tonight felt different. There was something eerie about the silence that followed the sound. No voices, no laughter, no lights. Just that sound. And then, nothing. I sat up slowly, suddenly frightened. Should I ignore it and go back to sleep? Or should I be brave and check it out? My curiosity and a little concern for Brad pushed me to investigate. So I got out of bed, slipped on my hoodie, and walked to the door. The hallway was dark. Only the dim blue light from my night lamp lit the edge of the room. I opened my door slowly and peeked into the hallway. As I passed by Brad's room, I noticed something strange. His door was wide open. That was unusual. Brad always closes his door before going to bed. He says it helps him sleep better. I took a cautious step closer and looked inside, and that's when I noticed it. The room was empty. No Brad, no bed sheets, no pillows. The bed itself looked untouched. It was like no one had been in there at all. Now I was really confused and slightly worried. Where could he be at this hour? I whispered, "Brad." No answer. Only silence. Suddenly, from the bottom of the stairs, a strange light caught my eye. It was faint but flickering. Definitely not the normal ceiling light. More like candlelight, or maybe a flashlight moving around. I felt a chill. My brain ran through every possible scenario. Was someone in the house? Was it an emergency? Should I call for help? I paused and had to decide, should I go downstairs or should I lock myself in my room? But something inside me pushed me forward. Brad might be down there. Maybe he needed help. So I took a deep breath and very carefully I began to go downstairs. Step by step, I moved slowly, my hands gripping the railing tightly. My heart was pounding, and the wooden stairs creaked beneath my feet. The light grew stronger. I reached the bottom and turned the corner into the living room. And then...
Surprise!
I froze. There stood Brad, wearing a party hat, grinning from ear to ear, holding a cake lit with candles. Around him were decorations, balloons, snacks, and a big banner that read, "Happy Birthday." I was stunned. I had completely forgotten it was my birthday. Brad had spent the evening preparing everything without me noticing.
I wanted to do something different this year. Middle of the night party. Pretty cool, right?
I couldn't stop smiling. All the tension, the fear, the confusion, it all turned into laughter and joy. We stayed up talking, eating cake, and laughing about how scared I had been. It wasn't just a birthday surprise. It was a reminder that friendship is about those unexpected moments. The ones that scare you at first, but turn into stories you'll never forget. And that night, it became one of the most memorable birthdays I've ever had.